Let's go and do one more story. Oh, we could have different pot skills. I'm gonna guess the bomb one is the one we want. Can you choose different pots now? Okay. We're through. Assume reconnaissance formation. Proceed with caution. Entering. Lee enters the narrow hole with the blast first and aims his gun forward. Following Lee, Lucia, and Lev go and one after another. What's this? Grey Raven reporting to Babylona. What's the matter? You just got there. Quiet. Transferring visuals. What the hell? We wanted to ask something. Why are there coordinates of a confidential facility hiding under this underground city? Honestly, you know as much as we do. That's why we dispatched you here. Your mission is to infiltrate the facility's interior so that we can, so I'm sure you understand that we don't have any answers for you. We've got a situation here. Over and out. Move left. Take over. Before the source of the sound approaches, you all cram into a collapsed bus. Stop and take over. Looking through a hole in the debris, you peer out into the street, well hidden. A few odd-looking, familiar mechanoids wander into the streets. We should be able to take them out. Stay put. You're right. There might be other patrols not far beyond. Think attack them will alert the others? Correct. And so you wait for the mechanoid, the wandering mechanoids to disappear from view. As expected, a group of mechanoids follows from the rear in the same formation. Wait, for this patrol group to pass, there can't be that many patrol groups. Roger. Five groups of scatter patrols pass by, and after the fifth group disappears from view, you wait in silence for another 10 minutes. By the way, these like underground cities are pretty common in the Punishing Grey Ravens universe. At least I want to say so, but watch this, someone just prove me wrong. I'm pretty sure I've seen a few. But nothing that's looked exactly quite as detailed as this. I bet you what this could be is this city was covered up to build on top of it, and then another city was built on top of that, and so on and so forth. No additional groups appear along the silent street. The sound of shifting debris echoes clearly among the abandoned buildings. Looks like that was the last of them. Lucia rolls out of the out of the bus. Sorry, I was just picturing her like doing an actual like tactical roll out of the bus. In a flash, and approaches the intersection in front of her. After confirming that there are no mechanoids out in the street, Lucia quietly messages the rest of her group to follow. Following that, Lee and Lev exit the bus, stop and walk over an intersection. So the mechanoids are conducting backup patrols. That's not exactly common among corrupted. The mechanoids we defeated and the patrols don't show significant evidence of infection of the punishing virus. So, are they corrupted? Question mark. Let's keep going. We don't know what the mechanoids are protecting or monitoring unless they unless we see with our own eyes. Understood. You cross the intersection in silence, moving forward. Move faster. I don't know why I'm doing that. Well, I kind of do know why, but if you know, you know. Where are we going? There. Two figures stumble underneath the shadows between the buildings and hide in the collapsed dumpster. Following that, a group of mechanoids pass by the dumpster. We need war. To death. To the death. Consume human flesh. Destroy. Destroy. Only our faction can consume human flesh. Oh god, I need to stop that. The scattered footsteps of mechanoids splash dirt and gravel, some of which hit the side of the collapsed dumpster. Danger! Incoming! Be quiet. Don't make noise. The two figures huddle in the dumpster and weather the storm of scattered footsteps outside. The sound of the footsteps and metal scrapping, making it sound like a dumpster is about to be torn open. The chaotic noise continues, showing no sign of ending, but they have no choice except to wait. They know what happens to those who don't. Their parts are... I have no idea what that is. Throughout the area outside, between buildings and abandoned grocery store, scattered and scattered. So all they can do is wait. Whoosh whoosh. Bam bam, clank clank. Bam boom, boop boop bop. Then everything goes quiet. Are they gone? Yes, let's go. The two figures exit the dumpster and walk away from the scattered footsteps. Are we almost there? We will stop somewhere. There must be some place without war. The two figures disappear, one after another, into the shadow of a deserted building. We must escape so that we can find human flesh. You walk along the roadside. The shadows cast by deserted buildings on both sides of the road, having divided it into regular sections of black and gray. Your faces become intermediately visible. What are these words they're using? God dang! And then dim. That's beautiful. Suddenly, Lev raises her right hand and motions the squad to stop. I've got a reading on multiple mechanoids. A patrol group? No. They're just wandering around aimlessly. Why? We won't know unless we go check it out. Let's go. There's no point in guessing. Stay on alert. Proceed with caution. The footsteps slow down as you walk curiously around the street corner, looking out for any possible enemies along the way. But there are none. There's not even a trace of the patrol guards. Any results of the scan? No signs of mechanoids. Nowhere except the group over there. A group? Why? Did they spot us? No, I don't think we're exposed. Maybe they're responding to the noise we made at the entrance just now. Looks like we just gave ourselves a diversion. Let's keep going. We'll know what's going on once we get there. And so you continue onward. Let's see here. Among the deserted cityscape stands a particular wall built from an unknown machinery and building materials. In the center of the high wall is a rudimentary but heavy gate. Yeah. Scattered before the gate stands a crowd of mechanoids arranged in smaller groups. But it appears only temporary. The smaller groups of mechanoids assemble into a larger collective. Two groups form a squad, 3 squads form a platoon, and then 3 platoons form a company. You observe the mechanoids for 5 minutes as they spontaneously form several companies, each predetermined commander carves identification markers on themselves with stones. That was fast. Even Babylonia's most well-trained brigade, there we go, couldn't organize themselves that quickly. We just used a small branch charge. Is this a bit overkill? It looks like those mechanoids with markings are standing in front of the others. Our mission for humanity and human flesh. Duty. Soldiers reassemble from throughout Nakara. A symbol to war. War. Mechanoids raise their fist in a display of force with their commanders before forming a large platoon and marching out. Within a span of 20 minutes, you have witnessed the formation and departure of an army. Except for a few stragglers left to guard the gate, there is hardly any trace of the army that has just formed. Perhaps this is just the characteristics of mechanoids. Without the need for supplies, their strength is in numbers. They're gone. Should we follow them? Our top priority is to infiltrate the facility. Let's continue our mission. Agreed. Understood. Scan the area, Lev. Scanning. The number of enemies has reduced by 92%. As long as we treat in front of the door is cleared, we should have enough room to blast open the door. Then that's enough. Then that's enough. Let's move. Understood. Take cover here. A large figure hides a smaller figure in a clove, then walks in another direction. Where are you going? Check the road. See if safe. A larger figure struggles to move a huge steel plate from a pile of garbage. On the side of the road, Let me try that again. A larger figure struggles to move a huge steel plate from the pile of garbage on the side of the road in an attempt to block the narrow clove. Dyslexia is a bitch. Not one of us, enemy. Noticing the sound, a few dark figures approach from a distance. Hurry, get in. No, I will fight them off. The bigger figure forcefully moves the steel panel, completely covering the clove. Clove. That's a hard word to say. The smaller figure hiding in the clove is powerless in moving the steel panel. Instead, it can only hide in its shadow. Then another vague and distant sound rumbling like a storm is picked up by one with its receptor. However, the sound is completely different from before. Let there be war. You are not chosen. Not this time. Who is the other? You want war. Give you war. Following this, a loud clang of sword meeting can be heard. Another clang follows. After that, a loud thud as as the heavy object is thrown to the ground. Another thud from the heavy object falling from the opposite direction. Finally, silence. That's it. Until a heavy object slams against the steel panel. At this point, the steel panel is dragged away from a small figure, revealing... Are you okay? I am fine. Let's go. Here, not safe. Go where? Don't ask. Let's go. The two figures stumble and hesitate as they walk around the fallen bodies opposite where they came. Further into the city, a towering building can be seen at the other end. Tugging at each other, the two figures eventually help one another move towards, as one of them has successfully convinced the other. Staggering, they slowly disappear along the bend of the road. Oh yeah, more promotional art. Nice. Never thought this would be such a huge city on the ground. But isn't it that the sky above us? Most likely an artificial sky to provide lighting and comfort. I was just about to explain something like that. That's pretty cool. Obviously they covered this. Hey, don't stay for too long. Remember, you have a mission. You're right. We should be able to enter the city via the gate ahead. Let's go. Now we get to these fucking banger songs. Let's explore for a bit. Pretty cool. God dang, they made all of this just for this event. By the way, Lev looks freaking cool. The gate is ahead. It's locked. Yeah, that's why we're gonna blow it up, right? Let's see here. How come there are jitterbugs around? Jitterbombs around. Maybe they come from the surface and actually... the drop! And accidentally ended up here. A close gate. Jitterbombs. I have a plan. Oh, I bet. We have to lure the jitter gate. We have to lure the jitter bombs to the gate and detonate them. Alright. Come on, bud. Let's go blow stuff up. That's staying. Aw. Alright, one more time. I guess you can't let it get too close. So, kind of keep distance. Did it. Enemies have appeared. Kill. Let's use our pod. Ow. Ooh. By the way, I hate taking on projectile enemies so much. Oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh god. Oh no, that's part of Lucia's skill. I don't... Wait, I actually do have Lucia Dawn, but I never really messed with her. Oh, fuck! That dude's big! Burn down. There we go. Unlike these mechanoids who claim to have been defects, these ones are red. Let's see here. And they're not calling themselves defects anymore. Let's keep moving. This is probably the right direction. Damn, I want to keep playing. Celica. Yes? What is it? Do you still remember that school of Sphenism? Oh no, I'm gonna try to actually attempt this. Sapinism? 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 I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. I'm gonna just keep calling it Sphenism. That's here. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about things during the beginning of the post-pandemic age... Oh wait, I forgot she has a higher voice. That's too far in the past for me. I do recall them disappearing during the early post-pandemic age. A school of more than 1 million people suddenly declared to the public, humanity is dead. We shall sail on the ark known as Earth to the very end, right before they disappeared. Seems like they were just talking about their, well, saying humanity is dead isn't that confound. That doesn't sound like you. No. Let's see here. I just find the sound of disappearance peculiar. I proposed this question to Nicola as well. There may have been an established organization during the Golden Age, but the Sphenism was condemned as a doomsday cult, or claiming that humanity valued its memetics? Not genetics. I have no idea what that is either. On today's episode, why Volt can't read and comprehend the human language. As a result, the World Government Intelligence Agency round up the believers on the grounds of suspicious behavior towards the end of the Golden Age. What happened? I never saw that report, which means correct. Their operation didn't yield any meaningful results. Special forces raid 300 safe houses and rallies around the world, but not a single person was caught. Of course, when Nicola reported it afterwards, he said that they already disappeared. The declaration wasn't live. Huh. It was pre-recorded. And they really did just completely disappear from the world stage. So you never found any trace of them after all? No, they were gone without a trace. Never to resurface. Shortly after the punishing virus began to spread. Jeez, there are so many eras? Wow, okay. So like, I'm like really eager to see how like 2B and all of them are incorporated into the story, because I'm trying to figure out if like they're just ported in like weird wormhole effect, or Punishing Grievance takes after NieR Automata, which would be absolutely insane if that's the case, and I think that's what they're going for. And maybe their minds or their consciousness of 2B, 9S, and A2 have been asleep this whole time, and they awaken them or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. The world government had quickly adopted. The world adopted to combating the punishing virus, so no one cares about the school. Perhaps even today. You mean, if it's really just a school of down there. After all these years, perhaps this will solve our mystery. So a weird ass cult is doing mad dank shit, and I guess we're gonna figure out what they were trying to do. What if they run into unforeseen danger in the facility? Man, that's like this whole game. It's like, oh man, I wonder what we're gonna fight today. Hopefully we don't die. The task force is perfectly capable of evacuating if necessary. As of any issues after that. Wait, yeah. As of any issues after that. That depends on the school's motive for fleeing underground. Okay. All clear. The CEO raises her blade and defeats the last standing mechanoid. Before stating all clear. We're all clear here too. Let's regroup. Having resolved the immediate threat, the Ravens and you regroup after splitting up to clear the area. So, the commandant, or the commander, like the character that you play as, not really a character, I guess, I think is a human too. I'm pretty sure it's a human too, but they're augmented, with some devices in their brain that lets them link to the other contracts and talk to them via their mind and give them commands, and not necessarily like one-to-one commands, but orders to them. And I think for the most part, like he or they basically follow their teams to the ground, and they're not as combat like proficient as the contracts, obviously. So they have to be cautious sometimes. And I think they just use like regular guns and stuff like that, and you just hide for the most part. Having resolved the immediate threat, the Ravens and you regroup after splitting up to clear the area. There were a lot fewer mechanoids here compared to the group that just left. If they were heading, let me think. If they were heading for where they came in, they should have been back by now. So they must have gone somewhere else. The mechanoids are hostile to us, but they don't contain a high level of punishing virus. They're just, they aren't corrupted. They're just mechanoids we saw before. Wait, is there any identifiable, Is there any identifiable information? Model, manufacturer, serial number? No. The only identifiable marks is the symbol, the only identifiable markings is the symbol hidden by their joints. Isn't this... Ever since we came here, the symbol has been on cloth drape on the buildings. Wait, the symbol has been on the cloth drape on the buildings and scattered throughout the facilities. So we can say it is that this underground city has to correlate to the mechanoids. But this is plainly obvious at this point. Each question only results in more questions. Watch out. A large number of signals incoming. Take cover, everyone. Lee and Lev climb the wall hurriedly. Lee breaks the a dusty window with his elbow and enters the building before throwing down a rope. After making sure that you have climbed over the rope, Lucia brings up the rear. I'm in the wrong? Have you looked at yourself? What emerges from the darkness in front of everyone in the room? that can only be described as empty. There are nothing but walls. Oh wait, nothing but walls on all sides besides the window they have entered. From. There are no doors, let alone sockets, lights, or any other fixtures. What's going on with this room? Looks like this is an actual town. It's just made it look like one. Oh, so that answers our question as to why the town was like so detailed and not like cyberspace-y, you know, or like very industrial-like. It's they look more urban, and would make no real sense as to why they were underground. It doesn't serve any real function. It's just a facade. The signal has reached the bottom level. Let's take cover. Roger. Let's see what it is this time. Lucia and Lee poke their heads out the window and look along both directions of the street. Over there, coming from the end of the street, dozens of mechanoids line up in 2 rows, emerging from the end of the road with a flurry of footsteps. Future is the void. We don't need a tyrant. No leader, no tyranny. The void is truth. Serialization is false. War, only we prevail. The mechanoids proceed onward, clanking and repeating. Something's off with these mechanoids. Seems different. What do you mean? Look, the mechanoids we saw earlier were red, but these are blue. Are they a different faction? It's unclear. But for now, we should just let them pass. Right. Better not stir up any trouble. Are you okay, Lev? I'm fine. Compared to the fight in the post-pandemic age, this is nothing. Is that so? Don't overexert yourself. I won't. You all kneel by the window, still looking outside. It's immediately. Wait, what? Until dozens of mechanoids disappear from sight. They're gone. You divide into 2 groups and rappel down. The mechanoids seem to be heading towards where the other mechanoids had previously gathered. What are they up to? Let's go check it out. I think we're getting closer and closer to our answer. I shook my head in agreement. I'm the Alpha Omega, the Arbiter. I am everything. I am cunning. I'm a cunning fox. I'm the dreadful lion. I'm gonna stop doing that voice. I buried farther. Oh, it's just the same thing again. Blah blah blah. I look forward to extinction. I look forward to whatever. I rebuilt the city. Blah blah blah. Symbolic metaphor. Edgy symbolic metaphor. I stand at the I don't know what the other is. Man. I see their assembly, I see their march, I see conflict, I see war. I see murder, death, okay. I see everything. I see the end of it all. I welcome it. I crown the champion. And an endless cycle of rebirth and death. Farther will rise, farther will prevail, farther will be victorious. And then the Sven will live on the surface for eternity. Cool. Exit. What's this? Unlocks after clearing this? Oh, interesting. Damn it. Well, sorry, I gotta end the episode here. It's gone on for a long time. But thank you for joining me. This was Punishing Gray Ravens. The NieR event. What was it called? Nukara or something. Untold Naraka. There you go. Boom. I'm Volt with Reductives. Thank you for joining me. But yeah, this has been a pretty cool event. The music's awesome. The game's awesome, and we just barely broke the surface into it. This series shouldn't be too long to do because there's like 14 chapters, and typically you can burn through these pretty unlock A2. Hey yo. Huh. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. If you want to talk about this, go right ahead. But me and my friend are obviously going to talk about this and theorize as to what's going on. Obviously, we are barely into it, and there is not much that we know as of right now. And like I said, we just barely scratched the surface. But so far, it seems pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. So I'll check you out next time. See ya. I don't know why I snapped. It's not like whatever. All right. See ya.